Adding or subtracting fractions with different denominators. The first step is to find the least common denominator. There are many ways to find it, so let's look at one of the many ways. Looking at the fractions, we see that the denominators are number 3 and number 4. Looking at the multiplication chart, we focus on the times tables that belong to number 3 and number 4. We see that 3 times 1 equals 3 while 4 times 1 equals 4. 3 times 2 equals 6 while 4 times 2 equals 8. 3 times 3 equals 9 while 4 times 3 equals 12. And 3 times 4 equals 12. And we can stop here, because we have found the least common denominator, which is number 12. The least common denominator is the smallest number that is the same, on the total side of both times tables. Let's look at the fractions with different denominators that we are supposed to add. 1/3 plus 1/4. The next step is to multiply top and bottom of each fraction by the number that led us to find the least common denominator. Looking at the times tables of number 3, we see that 3 multiplied by the number 4 gives us the least common denominator of 12. Thus, our first fraction needs to be multiplied top and bottom by the number 4, so it can build up to become the fraction that we need, which has the least common denominator of 12. 1/3 has built up and become 4/12. Thus, 1/3 equals to 4/12. Now we need to do the same procedure, and build up our second fraction, which is 1/4. Looking at the times tables of number 4, we see that 4 multiplied by the number 3 gives us the least common denominator of 12. Thus, our second fraction needs to be multiplied top and bottom by the number 3, so it can build up to become the fraction that we need, which has the least common denominator of 12. 1/4 has built up and become 3/12. Thus, 1/4 equals to 3/12. Now that we have built up both fractions to have the least common denominator, we can add them. 4/12 plus 3/12 equals 7/12.